The following portion of the Arizona Daily Mix is sponsored by Earnhardt Genesis of Gilbert.
Well, hi, and welcome to another one of Wally's Weekend Drives. You know, we are so blessed today. We're out here at the Santan Motorplex here at Santan Hyundai and Genesis, right? Let's make that clear right to start with. You guys, you know, right to start with, Jack, let me introduce you. Jack Peoples right here, one of the main boys with the Joy Toy right out here. He's the guy that's gonna hook you up with the good deal right here. And that good deal is on this GV60, right, Jack?
That is correct.
Yeah, man, I'll tell you what, this is a rocking car.
It is 100%. It's built on Genesis's eGMP platform, where the battery pack is actually the floor of the vehicle. It's got nice interior volume and definitely quick.
Yes, quick. I mean, okay, everybody knows I'm a gearhead, right? Okay, so this just took everything to the next level right here. This has a button inside. We'll talk about it a little bit later. Has a button called the boost button.
Boost mode.
Man, I'll tell you what, if you watch IndyCar or F1 racing, they got a boost button on their steering wheel. Does exactly the same thing. So if anybody out there is a race fan, you know what that boost button does. Now, with that being said, let's walk around up front right here and take a look. Now, again, electric vehicle, you know it's going to be aerodynamic. It's always about the drag coefficient, right?
Exactly.
That's right. And what we see right here, normally you have a big grill down here that's got to cool the motors. Well, we've got two electric motors in here that don't need as much cooling as you might think, at least not now. Maybe in the summertime it might. But you can see inside there's louvers that open and close, whether it's for the cooling for the air conditioning, or maybe if it closes up, a la NASCAR, it's kind of like you seal everything up, you hug it to the ground, and you get your best MPG.
Yep, that's the best range is going to be with a lower drag coefficient. So the active air flaps will open and close depending on vehicle condition. And you notice the lines of the vehicle, very low drag coefficient.
Yes, in fact, let's talk about that. Grady, if you get around here to the side, you'll see it's like a clamshell hood right here, kind of like a Porsche almost. I mean, when I look at this thing, it just has a lot of DNA in it like
100%.
that. And when I go through the car wash, the drying cycle is kind of like Wally's wind tunnel, you know, I like to say a lot of times, and it shows where the low pressures are on it. And one thing I noticed about the wheels, they must create a low pressure right there because there was zero water beating up on that on the outside. So,
very much so. Those wheels are unique to the EV because they do have a low drag coefficient, helps improve range.
That's right. Along with this air curtain right here, we like to call it, that tunnels air from the front and creates that little bubble around the side too. And again, it's all about mileage, right?
Yep.
Okay, so again, speaking drag coefficient, you can see that these handles actually go in flush when it's locked, and then to open it, you just do that. Now, talk about the meat and potatoes. I mean, this car is beautiful on the outside. It's really what's on the inside that counts, I think.
That's where you spend most of your time.
Oh man, I'll tell you what. And you know, right here, we talked about that boost button, is right there. It's yellow, it's caution. It definitely is something to be aware of.
Let's just put it.
Yes,
yeah.
yes. So never drive over your limit. The speed limit is posted everywhere, including your heads-up display there.
Yeah.
So you shouldn't be speeding right there. One of the cool things I like when you fire it up, the crystal ball right there flips over and turns into the shifter. I thought that was pretty cool.
It does, and that's actually tied in with the ambient lighting, so you can change the color of that crystal ball too.
Oh man, yeah, so you can do like palm readings in the front seat here, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, if you're looking for a side hack. Well, one thing that you like about, you know, the interior, again, is the nice leather.
Nappa quilted leather.
Yeah.
Heated and vented.
Yes, and heated in the back too, right?
100%. You also get the microfiber suede headliner. Gives you a sense of luxury, helps quiet the cabin down.
There you go. I know some of the bigger ones, like the G90, is actually like a chauffeur-driven kind of thing.
Yep.
That the seat comes out and does all kinds of cool stuff. But run around here to the back real quick because we want to show a couple things here. First of all, the electric hatch is great here. The luxury interior here went all the way back to the back. You'll see there's a 12-volt outlet back here for your accessories. But right here, this is what Genesis gives you to plug in at home. Now, this is a 110, like a level 1 charger, not recommended for long-term use. If you're gonna buy one of these, you normally get a
level 2 installed at home.
Yes, yeah, that's basically like your dryer, like a 220 or something like that.
Yeah,
yes.
It's gonna be your dryer outlet.
Okay, so MSRP on this is $71,320. like I said, we're down here at Earnhardt Genesis. What kind of deals you guys got? You got any specials going on for the month?
There's always going to be low APR. We're here to sell cars.
That's right. Okay, so when somebody says, I don't know jack about cars, you know I know Jack because he's standing right here talking to me,
Yep.
and that ain't no bull.
The preceding portion of the Arizona Daily Mix was sponsored by Earnhardt Genesis of Gilbert.